Hello, good morning, everyone. Hello, Dahir. Can you hear me, Dahir?
Yes, teacher.
How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm okay. So, how is the weather in your country?
Sorry?
How is the weather in your place?
Uh, yeah, still there's a in winter, and there is a raining today, and even last night.
Mm-hmm. And which season do you like most?
I like summer.
Okay. And why do you like that?
When there's summer, you can wear shirt, rosa. You can go, you can walk. But when there's winter, you have to take a cold. You have to get a jacket.
Mm-hmm.
You have to check whether there is a raining, whether the so I like it summer.
Okay, but why do you like it? That is, I'm trying to know.
I the reason I like it, I couldn't check when there is a summer the weather when I'm going outside. But in winter, I have to check uh, the weather before I went out.
Mm-hmm. Any other reason?
No, no.
Okay. We lost you. Okay, dear viewers, welcome to the IELTS speaking and writing session. It's Monday morning here in the UK, and the local time is 6:30, and we are with IELTS speaking and writing session. Okay, I have to wait until my subscribers are here, or I'll start explaining in a moment. As you might be aware, in the speaking section of IELTS exam, there are 4 criteria for marking. Number 1, fluency and coherence, 25%. Lexical resources, 25%. Grammatical range and accuracy, 25%. Pronunciation, 25%. And these all makes 100%. Hello, Ajay, welcome. I've invited you. Hello,
Yes, Jim.
welcome.
Hello.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Could you please tell me what's your name and where are you from?
My name is Aji Marwadi, and I'm from Indonesia.
Welcome. And may I know a little bit more about yourself? Like, what do you do, and what's the reason for the subscription of my lesson?
Um, I work as a teacher, also teacher, but in the engineer. So I want to retake IELTS. That I have been retake before, and I got 5.5, and I need for scholarship. For scholarship to 6.5.
Hmm. How long ago you took the exam?
It's, last year, teacher. May.
Last May.
Yes.
Oh, I think it is academic, right?
Yes, academic teacher.
Okay, welcome, Dahir.
Yes, teacher.
So, which part of the an IELTS exam you think you need support?
Uh,
I'm
One moment, Dahir. Let us speak, please.
okay. I would like uh, speaking and writing.
And how much was your score in speaking and writing?
I have never tried, but I would like to get it at least 7.5.
Okay, the last time when you sat for the exam, how much was your score in speaking and writing?
I didn't do before. I did not do it before in IELTS exam, but I have taken 1 year English language, so I got a certificate, although it was 2013.
Okay, and what's your plan to get at the moment? 7.5?
Yeah, 7.5 and above.
Okay, remember that in order to get 7.5, excuse me, you must have good knowledge about vocab, grammatical structure,
Uh-huh,
compound
uh-huh,
sentences, pronunciation,
uh-huh,
and obviously talking about the topic.
oh, okay.
Okay. And I asked this question to Azir as well. I think he's has muted. He said for the exam last time he got 5.5 and
Oh,
he needs
oh,
6.5. So Azir, how was
oh,
your score in speaking and writing?
uh, it's average of 5, teacher. I got 5. I only got 6 on reading. On reading,
And 5 in speaking.
yes. 3 of them.
All right. Hi, Akhil. Welcome. Thanks for the subscription. I don't know if he has subscribed to this lesson. He has. Okay. If you're free, please do join me. Okay.
Yeah, I asked about my grammatical errors are more than the other things. Whenever I speak the cue cards, so I get 6 band from grammatical mistake as well as the vocab. And the other thing is that I need to structure sentence of structures. That's I think.
Okay. Is it Akhil who is speaking?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Where are you from? If you don't mind.
I'm I'm from India. I'm from Rajkot, Gujarat. So,
Okay. And you said for the exam already last year.
Hmm.
And how was your score? What was your score, Akhil? I think I lost him. Okay, welcome, Moonshine.
Hi, teacher and everybody. How are you, teacher?
Hello. Yeah.
I'm all right. Thanks for joining, Moonshine. Hello, repeat. Welcome. Okay, so these lessons are mostly speaking and writing. And as you might be aware that you guys join in different times. So every time somebody's new, I have to go back to the beginning and explain. Okay. Hello, Fatih. Thanks for the subscription. Okay. So I'm going through a little bit about the marking of the speaking task in IELTS exam. So I'm sure that you are aware in IELTS speaking task there are three tasks: task 1, task 2, and task 3. Okay, and as you can see from the screen, can everyone see the screen that I have shared?
Yeah, teacher, I'm seeing your screen.
Okay, and if you need to talk, please stop me and ask me a question. All right, Fatir, welcome. Dahir and Haji as well.
Yes.
Fatir, where are you from again, Fatir?
Indonesia.
All right, and what's the reason for subscription of this lesson?
I don't know. I just want to join.
You just want to learn English. Okay, that's all right, no problem.
I just want to join.
I'm sorry?
I just want to join.
You just want to join, and or you don't know the reason
Yes.
why.
No. I mean, yeah. So I want to. I just want to join. Cita now to one. You know, one. To one. One. To
Go,
yeah.
go on.
One. To one.
I'm sorry, I don't think I have understood you. Can anyone
To one. One.
understand what?
I to one. One.
Can you please
So
write?
yeah.
Can you please write it on the comment section?
Okay.
Okay, to learn, learn. Okay,
And to Teddy. You know, to Teddy.
to study,
Teddy. Yeah.
to study. Okay, remember that Fatir and everyone, pronouncing a word correctly is important factor. Otherwise, no one will be able to understand.
Yeah, teacher, sometimes I'm also facing this problem.
Okay, and that's why it is better to learn a basic pronunciation techniques of the words. Learn, study. Okay, great. Welcome, Fatih. Thanks for joining. So this class are mostly once again targeted for the IELTS candidates who would like to develop and get their required scores in exam in speaking and writing sections, as well as I'll also give other topics as well. Sometimes about like reading, or there is a listening test. If you want to, if you have time. Okay, so fluency and coherence. What does it mean, Aji? I think I lost him. Dahir,
Yes, teacher.
what does it mean, fluency and coherence?
Fluency and coherence is when you speak clearly and everybody can understood well. You tell whatever you are talking as a proper way. So fluency,
Sorry.
fluency is when you are speaking, you are on the right, you are on the track of the topic, and you are and I think coherence something that is understandable. I think so.
Okay. Oh, we lost Fatir and Akhil as well. Fatir and Akhil, if you're still here, please comment on the comment section so that I can bring you. Okay, how about you, Aji?
About fluency and coherence, teacher.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot. Maybe it's about the
Mm-hmm. Go on.
topic. About the topic is related to the topic. I forget, teacher.
Okay, how about you, Moonshine?
Teacher, fluency is mean when you are speaking, you just go through any topic without breaking. Like we are just speaking our normal way. When you speak in our native English, sorry, native language, this is the fluency. And coherence mean when you are speaking, we should combination. We should when we try to speak, we have to remind our speaking have to be understood to another person. That's
Okay, all right. Yeah, you are correct more or less. Fluency is basically how you can speak continually, continuously rather than continually. Do you know the difference of these two words, continually and continuously?
sorry, teacher. I don't know about continually, but I just know continuously.
Okay, continuously when something is happening without stopping, but continually when it's happening, it's stopping and again it's starting again. So on and off.
Oh,
Okay, understood.
right.
Okay, so the first thing, remember that these four rubrics are very important to get good score in IELTS exam. Once again, if you want to get more than 6 or 6.5 in writing and speaking, few things are always necessary. Number one, good range of vocabulary, lexical resource. Number two, grammatical structure, especially compound complex sentences rather than simple sentences. And number three, you should be fluent. That is the number one criteria. And you should have at least good pronunciation. And as we go through, we'll just focus some of the words, some of the sounds so that you can develop yourself. Okay. So for fluency, I'm going to share another screen. And there are some speaking techniques. Yeah. As you see, fluency and coherence refers to the ability to talk with normal levels of continuity, rate, and effort, and to link ideas and language together to form coherent, connected speech. The key indicators of fluency are speech rate and speech continuity. It means that when you're talking, you can't stop it. Okay. Even if you stop it, you can't stop more than 3 seconds. There is 3 seconds technique in IELTS exam. Like you're describing something, you stopped. Then once again, 2 seconds, 3 seconds gone, then you started speaking. So it is called continually speaking, but you have to speak continuously rather than continually. Okay, rule number two is grammar. I'll go through quickly, then we're going to have test. Yeah, clarity. Do not mumble. Remember, if you don't pronounce the word correctly, it will be difficult for the examiner to understand and assess your quality of English. Accuracy, it could be both grammatical accuracy, okay, and also uh, using new words. Do not try to use new words unless you are sure of it. Very often many of our learners use different types of vocab and they don't know how to use it. Remember that content is very important. If you don't know how to use a word, do not use it. Just use the normal sentence. Self-correction is very important in IELTS exam. If you think that you're making a mistake, hi, young and welcome. If you have time, you can join. Let me see if she's on this class. If you think that you're making mistakes, straight away correct it. Okay? And obviously, it bring a little bit more marks in your IELTS speaking. Then talk loudly. Do not talk silently. Okay? Can we see number 6? Maintain 3 seconds gap technique. Be confident. Remember that even if you are making mistakes in your speaking, do not stop it. Speak confidently. Sometimes, examiner will be able to understand you're confused and you're not sure what you're talking about. Okay? Use different kinds of vocab. Do not be repetitive. Very important. Okay. What is repetitive words? Let me give you some examples. Very often students say like, hey, actually. They are saying actually every 2 to 3 seconds.
Teacher, I think simultaneously they're also using,
Yes, you know what? Yeah, well. And IELTS exam, these are regarded as negative impact of the speaking. We call them filler. Do not use filler. Use once or maybe twice. Do not use more than twice. It makes your speaking quality worse. That when you're giving example, make it personal. Make it interesting. Stick to the point. That is called coherence, and explain step by step. Talk as much as you can. If you remember, then at IELTS speaking task 2 cue card, you have to talk about 2 minutes about the topic. Okay. Now, most of the cases, students can't talk even 90 seconds. They finish it. And sometimes they keep talking until the time is over, unless the examiner says, now stop it. Okay. Speak naturally. That is very important. Do not try to go for any accent. There is no marks for having accent or not. Very often, many of our learners try to have accent and they ended up having fake accent, and examiners can detect it in the twinkle of an eye. I can also understand who is talking naturally or not. Speak naturally, your own tone. That is the important part. Okay. Follow the pronunciation techniques. Speak articulately, which means that when you are speaking, there is an expression called connected speech. Have you heard of it? I'm sure you may have heard of it.
yes, teacher.
Tahir, Munshan, and Edgy. So what it means? It means that natives always use the connected speech techniques, which is why their sound is different than our sound. If you know that some of the rules of connected speech, it will be amazing for you to get good score. However, I will give some of the tips while we go through. The last one is context, collocation, and connotation. Remember that context is very important. As I said earlier, if you're using a word but it doesn't fit the meaning what you're trying to say, well, your sentence would be incorrect. It will be irrelevant. It would be out of the topic. And I'm sure you don't want that. Okay, collocation is the technique when some of the words have, some rules that it should take another word as a part of the group, verbs like listen to. After listen, we use to. This is kind of collocation. Okay, I'm writing it, for example, listen to. Listen to. We don't say simply listen. Please listen to me. Remember that this is a collocation.
Wow.
Okay? Or for example,
So, teacher, we can say wake up. It's also collocation.
most of the phrasal verbs, group verbs are collocations. Wake up. Yes. We don't say simply wake. That is collocation.
Yes.
And also another good example is, I'm sure you have seen tiger, yeah?
Tiger. Yes.
Tahir, Moonshine and AJ,
Yeah.
what does the
Yes,
tiger
yes.
do when it needs to call?
Uh, I don't understand.
Tigers roar. Yeah. For example, do you say humans roar?
No,
So this is a
with the
collocation
voice.
that sometimes some word should take the exact word, which is called collocation simply. Like tigers roar, humans shout. Tigers do not shout.
Wow. Yes, teacher.
Okay,
Right.
so these are called collocation. It should come naturally. And if you're not sure about collocation, there is a collocation dictionary. Go there and find out some of the collocation that you can use in your speaking as well as writing. And connotation is in every concept there are three types of influence of the sentence. It could be a positive sentence, like it could be motivational, you can learn something. It could be a negative sentence, you cannot learn anything. People might say something bad. Or it could be neutral. Okay,
Okay.
so remember that we value connotation only in that case when you're writing something, especially in writing section. There is topic like do you agree or disagree, like village life is better than town life, for example. Okay, now
Yes, teacher.
you can say yeah I agree, somebody say no I don't agree, and somebody say I'm not sure. You see, now three types of people. So this type of your reflection of your conception is called connotation. But remember that in IELTS written part, you have to just you know s- um, follow only one types of connotation, either support it or you don't support it. Okay, but sometimes I've seen that some people write both of them. Do not do that. You're not going to get good marks. Just only one side and establish your facts. Why do you support? Or why you don't support? Okay.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, teacher.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, teacher, I have a question. But few minutes ago, you just used twinkle of eye. So what is the meaning of twinkle of eye?
In the twinkle of the eye. It's like a phrase. Twinkle when we are closing our eyes.
Yes. I,
It happens in 1 second. It happens in the twinkle of the eye. When you're closing your eye, we call it twinkle, like twinkle, twinkle, little star. The same word, yeah, twinkle.
I mean, teacher, it's rare. I mean, for a few seconds, it's happening.
In the twinkle of the eye means that examiner will understand in 1 second, straight away, quickly. That is the
Wow.
meaning here. You can use this phrase in your speaking, like the accident happened in the twinkle of an eye, or in the twinkle of the eye. Both are correct. Okay, an eye or of the eye. Okay, now remember that when our learners speak, you need to be careful about the British IPA and American IPA. There are only two established IPA in the world. One of them is British IPA and another one is US IPA. And there are some basic differences. Okay. And very often, many of our learners have the trend to mix them up. We call them amalgamated pronunciation, mixed up. If you want to get good marks in IELTS exam, do not mix it up. Remember that. Though sometimes it is not possible for you, whether it's a British IPA or American IPA. But as we go through, we'll give some tips so that you understand. Sorry.
So, teacher, I have a question, another question, if you don't mind. Like you said, there is a two IPS. So, when you are trying to speak in naturally, I mean, in our local accent, so when we should, at the time, we should, which type of IP we should follow?
It depends on you. I don't have any suggestion which type of IPA you follow, but I can understand. We're going to have a test in a moment for all of you. Okay, then I can understand which IPA you are following. Okay,
Okay.
Moonshine, Aji, and Dahir. Remember that you know it is your hard works that will always take your English from the level where you are. I can give you instruction, I can give you lessons, but if you don't study, remember that once again, if you don't study, if you don't give some times, there is no way you can improve by yourself. Okay, so focus on your improvement of your speaking and writing. And the best way to develop your qualities by practicing a lot. So if you want to be a good writer, write everything. I'm going to share my email address in the subscriber chart. So if you have any written topic, you can send me so that I can have a look. I'll give you the feedback. I'll suggest you what to do.
Okay,
Okay,
teacher.
because
Thank you.
1 hour is not enough. Remember that. And we have got more than 5-6 members. It will be difficult for me to cover each and everything. So it will be better for you. We are going to do the speaking test, and you're going to send me a written part of IELTS exam. So remember that when you're writing, few things are there. Follow the pronunciation technique of British English and American English. Number 2, follow the accurate grammar. Number 3, use your own thoughts. Do not write something that you have memorized from somewhere. If you do that, examiner will be able to understand once again, even in the speaking. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So the best and amazing difference between the British English and American English is letter R and letter T. Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to give you example so that you understand quickly. Letter R and letter T. So in the British English,
Mm-hmm.
we pronounce most of the cases letter T strong. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And we do not pronounce letter R unless it is at the beginning. It is beginning of a word or in between two vowel sounds. Between two vowel sounds. Okay, I'm going to give you an example. Okay, I'm going to write a sentence. Let me see how you pronounce, all of you.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, Dahir,
Yes.
can you see the sentence?
Yeah. May I have a bottle of water, please?
Okay, Aji,
May I have a bottle of water, please?
Munshan.
Oh, so may I have a bottle of water, please?
Okay, you all are following American IPA, fortunately. Okay, so in American IPA, remember they pronounce the R as I go through, and British IPA they do not pronounce R in most of the cases. So in US IPA they pronounce R, and T seems flap T, and that sounds like D when it is in between two vowel sounds. Okay, look at this sound, water. The T, there is A in front of it, and there is C after that. So the T is in between two vowel sounds. So Americans will pronounce it not T like D, may have bottle. And similarly T again, bottle of water, please. But if you ask a British person, they will say, may I have a bottle of water, please? T is strong and no R sound. Is that clear?
Yeah,
Yeah.
teacher.
Great.
Yeah.
So when you're expressing your thoughts, just try to remember. If not, that's fine. Just go with the flow. Okay. Next one is we must pronounce R when it starts with in British English any word. Even my name, yeah. You cannot remove the letter R from my name. Then it will not make any sense. If you remove the R at the beginning, it will not make sense of any of this word. So rumor, okay,
Okay.
run, roast, rest, rains, rahat, for example. But did you notice that in rumor, the R is silent at the end? Rumor in British English. But in Americans, we'll say rumor. R should be there. Remember, that is the basic difference, letter R and letter T. Okay, rule number 2. I said if the R is in between two vowel sound, in British English, we must pronounce it. Can you please read out this sentence, Haji? This one.
Wait, teacher. I have a car. My car is in front of a building.
Okay. Moonshine?
I have a car. My car is in front of the building.
Tahir?
I have a car. My car is in front of the building.
Okay, you all are following American IPA once again. Okay, remember in British IPA, the car R should be silent. I have a car. But can you see then second sentence? After car, there is a vowel sound I, is.
Mhm.
So, sorry guys, I've got a little bit colder. So because of the vowel sound, we must pronounce is. So my car is. We cannot say car in this case because there is a vowel sound after that. Is that clear? My car is in front of the building. And
Before, teacher, sorry, I have a question. Actually, I didn't understand. You said that if it is before the vowel, we should pronounce R, right?
mhm,
I got it.
if you're following British IPA, this is applicable for them. Don't worry about the American IPA. American IPA, they pronounce R. If you're following British IPA, if the R is at the end or the middle, you have to just ignore it. It should be replaced by vowel sound. Okay? But if the R, after R, if there is vowel sound like here is, after R, which is I is a vowel sound, we have to pronounce it. Similarly, this word there, you can see the R is in between two vowel sound E and R and E again. Is it clear? I'm just giving a comparison so that you know which one is British and which one is American. The basic idea.
Okay.
Okay, and most commonly pronounced wrong pronunciation is these two words. 99% of our learners always pronounce it wrongly. Ob. Remember, OF is always ob, not off. O double F is off. Is it clear, all of you?
Oh, yes, teacher. But before, I used to pronounce both of same pronunciation,
Not,
like off, off.
yes, that is the most commonly pronounced words, mispronounced word. Ob. OF is ob. O double S is off. Like I'm the captain of my cricket team, football team, whatever. Is it clear? Dahir, Moonshine, and Aji, would you like
Yes.
to try this sound, all of you? You see, all of you. See, B should be, that should be B. Remember, all of you, not all of you. This is
Uh-huh.
this is very important in IELTS exam because when you're saying of, the examiner is not going to give you good marks for of. Like if your name is Moonshine, if I call you Dahir, will you be happy, Moonshine?
Of course not.
Yeah.
See, similarly. Okay. Would you like to try this sentence, all of you?
Yes, teacher. Which one, teacher?
I'm the captain.
I'm the captain of my cricket team.
Mm-hmm. Dahir,
I'm the captain of my. I couldn't see that word.
football team, maybe you can say.
Yeah. Uh, Football team.
Okay. Aji,
I'm the captain of my cricket team.
Very good. Try to remember, please. It's a homework for you. I'm going to ask you next class. Ob and off. Now, if you have to use off, how can you use it? Okay, like this one. Turn off the computer, or would you please turn off the TV? Mm-hmm. Can you see these two
Yes.
sentences?
Yes, teacher. Should I pronounce this?
Yeah,
Turn off the computer. Would you please turn off the TV?
okay, good. Tahir,
Yeah, turn off the computer. Would you please turn off the TV?
very good. Eji,
Turn off the computer. Would you please turn off the TV?
very good. So this is just an example. Okay, let's do. We're going to uh, test speaking task one. Okay, and in speaking task one, depending on your response, it should be in between 4 to 6 minutes. For every question, there is a pattern. Please remember that in every question, there is a pattern, grammar pattern. Always try to follow the pattern. So, what is a pattern? I'm saying, like it's a tense. The pattern should be a tense. It could be present tense or past tense, or it could be a future tense. Remember that when the examiner asks you a question, you must follow the pattern when you're answering rather than saying yes or no. Okay? Rule number one, do not be limited to yes and no. Is it clear? All of you?
Yeah,
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So, hang on a second. I'm trying to find out some questions for you. And in task one, as I said, this is general questions like your name, date of birth, where are you from, where are you studying, what's your future plan. Task two is the cue card, where you'll be given 1 minute and you'll be given a card where you'll see a topic and you need to talk about the topic at least 2 minutes, sometimes more. Task three is the more advanced level questions, grammar questions, analytical questions, where there are two questions are common always. One of them is we call it PPA, past, present, and future. Another question is conditional sentence. And I'm sure all of you know about conditional sentence, right?
Yes, teacher.
Very good. So let's do today part one. We have got still 19 minutes more. So who would like to go first? Dahir, Moonshine, or Edgy?
Okay, teacher. I'm first.
Hi Nishad, welcome. So Moonshine, you like to go first?
Of course, teacher. I can try.
Nishad, welcome.
Give me a chance.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay. So remember, once again, Nishad already completed speaking test, all of them, but it's a good revision for you as well. Task one.
Yes.
So the first common question in task one is, may I see your ID? Then you have to take your national ID or passport. And then the next question is, may I know your full name? Moonshine.
Yeah. Yes, teacher. My full name is Moonshine.
Okay. And remember, okay, I'm going to give you the feedback later. Um, so how may I address you?
Mm, how may
How may I address you?
teacher? I'm a student. I'm from Bangladesh. That's it.
Okay. Okay, I'm writing it, the questionnaire, Moonshine. And where do you come from?
Uh, Teacher, I'm from Bangladesh.
Okay, and what's the reason for taking this test?
I would like to go to abroad for my higher study, and I would like to settle in a country, in foreign country. So they also require, they need, if I want to go there, I need IELTS exam. This is my main reason.
And have you decided yet where to go? And
Yes, after finish my IELTS exam, then I'll go to abroad.
okay, have you decided which country are you planning to go?
Yeah, I decided Canada.
Okay, and do you know how much score is needed for that?
Yes, teacher, I know. If I want to go there, minimum their requirement is more than 6.5.
In academic or general?
Uh, general academic, sorry.
Okay. Because guys, the basic difference between the academic and general test is reading and writing section. I should have mentioned it, and I'm sure you know that. In IELTS academic reading, there are three big paragraphs. The questions are 40 questions and 60 minutes. But in general, there are five small paragraphs. Similarly, 40 questions, 60 minutes. And for writing in IELTS academic writing, task one is mostly from chart, graph, or line, or an abstract photograph. And task two is descriptive, an essay, agree, disagree, or different types of essays. And general writing, task one is either writing an application or a letter. Okay, and the second task is same, descriptive. Okay, thank you very much, Moonshine. Those are the
Thank you,
basic
teacher.
question of task one. Dahir,
Yes,
okay, may I know your full name?
my name is Dahil Ilmi Ainte.
Hmm. How may I address you?
I currently understood that question. Sorry.
Okay, skip it. We are going to explain it later. Where do you come from?
I'm from Somalia. I live in Istanbul for last year. Uh, I'm I'm going to study English language. Especially, I'm going to get the IELTS certificate in the near future.
Okay, and how did you come to the test center?
I came with bus. I take the village near uh, Aksaray, and then it takes me around the 25 minutes to come to center.
Mhm. And how do you feel now when you're on the test center?
I'm feeling well, uh, and I'm really happy to come here and uh, attend this uh, session to get or to try it, my first knowledge to get the IELTS certificate.
Hmm. Okay, thank you very much. That's the question for task one. Okay, AG, your turn.
Yes.
May I know your full name?
My name is Aji Marwadi.
Hmm.
My full name is Aji Marwadi.
Okay, how may I address you?
I didn't understand about this question.
Okay, skip it. We're going to explain. Okay, number four question is where do you come from?
I'm from Indonesia. I'm living here for about since when I born.
Okay, and what's the reason for taking the test?
Plan to study abroad, so I need for scholarship. Then I have to get the IELTS score with minimum of 6.5.
Mm-hmm. And how do you practice IELTS every day?
Yeah, I practice with the self-study. Sometimes I enroll some course to motivate me and to speak aloud if the in the section speaking part.
Hmm. Okay. Um, when what time did you start for this test? I mean, when you start for today's test from your home?
The first when I that you mean teacher the when I check the first test.
Now, when you say, assume that it's an exam today, and you came from your home, right? So,
All right.
what time did you start from your home?
Because when I take the test is far from the home. I have to use plane because it's other island, and I uh, I I forget the calculation.
Okay, no worries. And thank you very much, G. Nishad, would you like to go for it?
Yes, sir. I'm ready.
Okay. May I know your full name?
My full name is MD Nishad Islam. MD is the abbreviation of Muhammad.
Okay. And how may I address you?
You may address me as Nishad, my middle name.
And where do you come from?
I come from Bangladesh, to be more exact, northern part of Bangladesh. The city name is Bogura.
And what's the reason for taking the test?
I want to study in abroad for my higher education. My university, they prefer IELTS test results. So I'm taking the preparation.
Okay. And how did you come here?
I I come here by Uber, and I called Uber before the test like 1 hour ago, and I reached in the test center 15 minutes before.
And how do you feel now?
Yeah, I feel relaxed and good.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, so all of you are confused with this question. This is one of the amazing questions of IELTS Task 1. Okay. Do you know the meaning of address?
Uh, I mean, teacher, right now I just know that it's a how can I call you? It's mean address, but at the time I just confused.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
thought the street, the name of street.
Yes. I'm going to explain you. I'm going to say. Okay. In English language, there are thousands of sentences and words, not sentences, that can be used as a noun as well as a verb. And this is one of them. And it is always confusing if you don't know how to pronounce it. If it is a noun, like when we call, hey, may I have your address, please? That is, they're asking your location, location details. And if somebody saying, how may I address you? They're asking how they can call you. Address has got another meaning, delivering speech. Call or delivering speech. Okay. Look at this intonation, both of you, all of you. Please look carefully. There are thousands of words. I'm going to send some words later to you to the subscriber chat so that you can practice. When we are saying address, which is noun, our intonation comes from up to down. Address. Would you like to practice all of them? One. Dahir.
Yes,
Address.
address.
Moonshine.
Yeah, teacher, address.
Eji,
Address.
Nishad. Nishan already knows that.
Yeah, address.
Okay, now when it becomes verb, the tone becomes just opposite. So it is down
Address.
down to upper to say address. Address. So how may I address you? Okay. So would you like to try again, Dahir? Address. Oh, I think I lost him. Moonshine.
Yeah, teacher. Address.
Mm-hmm. Eji,
Address.
Dahir. You all come back.
Yeah, thank you. Address you.
Nishad.
Address.
Okay. Once again, remember that it is a universal rule when you are using as a noun, upper tone to down tone. Always, yeah.
Apatata.
Or down tone. We call rising to falling tone. In
Right.
rising to falling in phonetics. When it is a verb, it's the other way around. Falling tone to rising tone. Clear, all of you?
Yeah,
Yes,
teacher.
teacher.
Okay.
Address.
Remember that this rule is only applicable when there are two syllables. But if there is one syllable, like name, yeah, name can be used as a noun and verb as well. But because name has only one syllable, you know, the syllable is the breaking way how you can pronounce the word correctly. Like, hey, what's your name? Can you please name some subjects what you're going to study? Then you're going to tell the names. Remember that. Name. Did you get the point? Would you like to try this word name? The very common word. Name. What's your name? Dahir?
Yes, teacher.
Name.
Dahir.
No, don't answer. Just pronounce the word. Name
Name.
and name.
Name. Name.
Okay, so once again, when it's noun, remember that the tone is upper tone to down tone, rising tone to falling tone. And when it's verb, it is the other way around. So it is falling tone to rising tone or down tone to upper tone. Is that clear, all of you?
Yes,
Yeah,
teacher.
Okay, I'm going to send you later at least 20 words in the subscriber chat. Please do practice. It's very important for a special IELTS exam. If we do not pronounce it clearly, correctly, you're not going to get good marks. It will affect in your scores. Remember that when you're planning to get the score more than 6, your pronunciation should be accurate. Okay, your expression must be correct. Otherwise, it will be difficult for you to get it. I'm telling you in advance. Okay. So, address, noun, address. Let me give an example. What's your address, please? Or this morning, Prime Minister addressed the nation through the local television about the COVID situation. Okay. Clear now? How may I address you, all of you, this question?
Yes,
yes,
teacher. Clear now.
Okay. For the question, what's your full name? Always try to use first name and last name. And if you have got a middle name, please say that this is my middle name. If you have got a nickname, you can always use that. Remember that in IELTS exam, you have to demonstrate your speaking. Do not say, my name is Moonshine, for example. If you have a second name or last name, use it. If you have a nickname, you can use it. Like I got one person who said, like Nishad says, my name is MD Nishad Islam. So Islam is my family name, but I've got a nickname, say, for example, this is my nickname. Okay. This would be the accurate answer. Remember that. You need to talk a little bit more. And where are you from or where do you come from? Remember that this is the place you can use a complex sentence. Okay, let me show you how you can use the city where I live in Bangladesh or in India. Okay, say, or Turkey or Pakistan. The city where I live is called this, and it's a part of Pakistan or India or Bangladesh or Turkey. Did you get the point, guys? So the city where I live, rather than I live
Yeah.
in. Remember, use compound sentence. The city where I live. I've written in the comment section. Is it okay, Aji, Munshine, and Dahir?
Yes.
Yes.
Do
Yes.
not simply say I'm from the city, rather than say the city where I live it is called this. It's a part of Indonesia, and give a little bit description. It is a beautiful city full of, say, architectures, full of history.
Oh, okay.
Just remember that IELTS exam is nothing but creating a story, and nobody's going to cross check whether you're telling truth or not. Okay. Sometimes people say wrong things. Don't worry about that. The examiner is not going to check, oh, that is wrong. There is nothing happened there or nothing, no history is there. Don't worry about that. Okay. Once again, remember that IELTS speaking, please bear in mind, it is creating story very logical way, amazing way with grammar, pronunciation, and obviously rich vocabulary. All right. We have got 50 seconds. Any other
Okay.
question?
No, teacher, I have.
All right. I'm going to send some words later in the subscriber chat, so that you can practice a little bit. Remember that, please, my suggestion would be practice at home, manage some time, keep a notebook, okay? Because there will be only 8 classes, and 1 hour late classes is not enough. You see, many of my students took 3-4 months lesson, and after that they set for the exam. I had 26 students who got very good score, 8.5. The high score was in academic and general. Anyway, thank you very much, guys, for the subscription once again and coming back. Nishad, Aji, Munshan, Dahir, and all the people. I'll see you later, guys.
Thank you,
Bye-bye,
teacher.
teacher.
Thank
Bye,
you, teacher.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye.